up, guys? Jesse Jardine with Speed Metal Comics once again with another pickup. As I said, it's been a little bit slow lately, but things are starting to pick up. So I got a call through my Google Maps once again. Shout out to Google Maps, always there when you need it, except when it tells you to go in the wrong direction. That ain't cool. So this guy was a mover and he had a moving van. What do you know? And he picked up a comic book collection from this guy, and the guy was like, had dementia or something, so he was like on his way out, wanted all his stuff gone, and he said he had 15 Bankers boxes of comics, and that sounded just wonderful to me. Just wonderful. I was just, you never know what you're gonna get with something like that, right? 15 long boxes from an old man. I said, bring that crap over, and he did. He drove over here, and of course it was pouring rain because I live in wonderful Vancouver where it's very nice and there's no bums breaking into stuff all the time or nothing like that. So I go out to not my van, his van, and it was pouring rain, so I had to pretty much get inside. And right away I look around, there's Bankers boxes with others Banker boxes crushing all the stuff. Yeah, nothing in long boxes. Just, I wish I would have got a video. I didn't get a video. I wasn't thinking about it, but it was quite a sight to behold. So I offered him 400, you know, for the condition, no bags and boards, no nothing. He's like, oh, I already got an offer of $1,000. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's giving you $1,000 for this? You already had someone look at this? He said he had a moving buddy. He showed him one of the boxes and the guy offered him $1,000. So right away I'm like, so I got to beat $1,000 weak. And so he pulls out Punisher from his first ongoing series. Said it was worth like $1,000 or something. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's like a $20 book, especially in the condition it was in. And I'm like, just let me go through everything, because I really got to go through this with a fine-tooth comb if we're going to be in the $1,000 ballpark. So I'm going through. There's an entire box of Porn, Hustler, Playboy. I don't want none of that crap. I don't know if there's any value. I don't really think there's value. Plus, I don't have enough room in my house. And then there was an entire box of anime, like weirdo, I don't know. I don't even know what the stuff was. It wasn't like Dragon Ball or Pokemon or anything that, you know, anyone in the Western Hemisphere would have heard of, but a bunch of weirdo stuff. And then the rest was just like 90s Valiant crap, multiple 90s books, Valiant, tons of Image, just boxes and boxes of Image, and like, there was a couple strategy guides for video games and stuff. I was interested in those, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, and some Nintendo Power, none of the really old ones, and Game Informer, and like, so, and like calendars. Like, it wasn't all comics. It was like, not that great. And then I go and I look at the back. So on top of this box is first Hellboy. I forget what the exact comic is named, but the first Hellboy with water dropping onto it from, I don't know, it wasn't closed properly in his van. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? You got water dripping on these comics. He's like, oh, shit. Didn't do anything. Didn't care at all. So I took this comic, cleaned it off with another kind of newspapery comic, and I was like, man, I did get it inside and gave it a press, so it is saved from water damage, so that's always good. You can kind of rescue water damaged books with a nice press and some moisture. So I'm going through and I'm starting to lose interest in this collection. I'm like, oh, this is a bunch of crap. There's no way. And I was just like, well, I'm just going to make a little collection. And I start going through this box, and there's a bunch of coverless books. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I come across a Hulk 181 without a cover or a back or some other pages and stuff. And I'm like, wonderful. So I didn't think it was worth that much money. I was just like, hey, I'm going to put this in my little collection. And because Hulk 181 is on my list, it will be here eventually, but it's not there yet. I'm hoping to pick it up in another collection. So, yes, I did get a Hulk 181. It is true, not the greatest condition, and you'll see that coming up. But, yeah, so, anyways, I made a little collection. The first Nightwing, first Hellboy, first Wolverine without a cover. And a couple other things, some Mortal Kombat. I'm a sucker for Mortal Kombat. And I just got a little collection together, and I was like, hey, dude, I'll give you $100 for this, blah, blah, blah. Then you can you know, you're gonna get the $1,000 no matter what's in here anyway. So he's like, deal, $1,000, a little collection. I didn't have any way to get it out of the rain, so I had to have it in my hoodie. Hilarious. And yeah, so that's pretty much what happened, and we're gonna take a look at that collection right now. Alrighty, so here is the stack that I rescued. So we have House of Mystery #1. I think it's the first Elvira. Not absolutely sure on that, but it is very thick. That's what she said, right? This was probably my favorite thing I pulled out of it. I've been looking for this for a long time. Mortal Kombat #0, Malibu. I just love the cover. Not the greatest condition ever, but it's a definite PC book. This goes for like $50 sometimes too. Randomly grabbed #2. Some of this art's pretty wild. Grabbed 2 copies of this, just the first print. They both look pretty high grade though, but Batman gets his back broke. The New Mutants. Pretty classic, I guess. Professor Xavier's head, a bunch of puncture marks on his face. Wonderful. I thought that was marker. No. Death of Superman, for whatever reason. Kingdom Come. I don't even know what number this is. It's hard to figure these out. I think it's like 3. I don't know. Marvels. Some really old Fantastic Four that's partially detached. No, fully detached. I just randomly grabbed that. And then the Savage Dragon. Pretty high grade, but there's some stuff in the corner there. So, now we're at the big boy. Obviously, I saw this. And, I know that's going to make some people go nuts. And yeah, this was in a box with a bunch of other detached stuff. And I was like, wow, that's a Hulk 181. And yeah, it's got the Marvel value stamp and everything. Pretty crazy. Like all the bodybuilding ads. But yeah, it's missing the first and last 2 pages. And obviously has no cover. Sorry, I probably could have done this way better, but... Okay, and then this Hellboy was at the back of the truck in a box with water dripping onto it. So I did give it a press while it was a little bit damp still. And I think I rescued it. I don't know if it's quite a 9.8, probably 9.4, 9.6, but it's pretty high grade. And then the first Nightwing, not really high grade or nothing, but it is what it is on that. I just randomly grabbed a couple things that I thought were cool. Classic 90s lenticular pop-out covers. And a Spawn #9. Pretty high grade. Needs a bit of a clean.
Hey, what do you think? Was it a good collection? You think so? What do you want to do with the collection? Eat it? You want to eat it? You can't eat it. You can't.
Wonderful. Wasn't that wonderful? It was wonderful. It was also great. Great and wonderful. That was how I would describe that. So, as you can see, that Hulk 181, pretty rough, but after asking on Facebook and Instagram, and maybe some of you guys commented, apparently that's going to be worth like $1,000. I have it on eBay right now. The bidding is ending tonight, so I have an offer of $900 already on eBay. So we'll see how that goes. But I was not expecting that to be worth even close to that when I grabbed it out of there. I thought maybe $100 or something, but people are wild paying those prices. I guess because it does have the Marvel value stamp. So, and the first Hellboy, that's been on the list for a while. I don't think it's worth grading because, you know, If there is a Hellboy movie, I don't think that's going to happen. And the last one, no one liked it because it didn't have Ron Perlman. So what are you going to do? That Nightwing, okay condition. So, hey, there's another Speed Metal pickups in the house for you all to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed it. Please continue joining me on this wonderful journey. And if you know anyone that wants to buy my stuff or let me buy their stuff, then tell them. What are you waiting for? Thanks.